Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Homomachina. This is session 25, Gone for Good. We hope you enjoy.
Okay, so it is last session. It is Monday, the 25th. Cerveau gets a call from the Voodoo Boys saying that Molly is missing and he needs to find her, and there will be 4,500 eddies once she's found. And Cerveau lets the group know, and we all head over to Cerveau's place. He kind of gives us the rundown of like when she was last seen, kind of a little bit of what she's been doing, going behind the wall and everything. So we all head over to Molly's container or shipping container house. And we see that there is a light on, and we go up there, we examine everything, nothing looks out of place. We go inside and we see her in a ice bath, and she's not looking too good. Even though she is in an ice bath, she is running incredibly hot, and she kind of or somehow manages on one of her screens to spell the word help. So Cerveau jacks in to find Molly and essentially goes through a bunch of different floors trying to get to Molly. And when he does find her, she is crumpled on the floor of I can't remember which level it was, but she was crumpled on the floor. And while that was happening, the the counterintelligence for PersonaCraft started busting into Molly's home, and Iris and Lucas were pretty much trying to hold them back while Cerveau and Molly were in the net. And we pretty much try to defend each other, and Cerveau manages to get Molly out of the whole thing, and I can't remember if he jacked her out before or after she died, but during the gunfight, Molly did get shot and was unable to be saved. And one of I think actually the person that killed Molly was a copy of Cerveau's dad. And one of the other PersonaCraft counterintelligence people was Andra. She was kind of apprehensive about everything, purposely missing shots, and then eventually she sides with us and helps us get rid of everyone else. And in order to make it seem like she didn't do this on purpose, like to kind of keep the facade of her working for PersonaCraft, she asked Lucas to shoot her like in the abdomen where she won't die immediately, but it would have incapacitated her, and she walks away from Molly's building, kind of leading a blood trail. And then as we're trying to get out of here, the place is on fire because Lucas has a fire shotgun, so everything's on fire. And then we're all trying to get out of here, and before we head out, or before Cerveau heads out, he, I think, turned on a gas oven and microwaved a metal fork and ran out, and then Molly's whole place exploded. And we all kind of are, Lucas and Iris are limping away, Cerveau's limping away, and Andra's limping away. That's kind of where we ended. Everyone's limping.
Perfect. Yes. So everybody's limping away currently. You all do start to hear sirens making their way towards the cargo container community you all are currently in or driving away from. And you hear some yells from the residents as you make your way further and further from the scene. We're going to start with Lucas and Iris. Where are you going? What are you doing?
I think as soon as they get into the cannonball, Lucas is just driving, just around doing circles, just to be sure they're not being followed. And after a certain point, if it seems like they're clear, Lucas will just turn to Iris. Where's home? Where can I drop you off?
God, where does she live? I can't remember. She'll like very like with barely any energy, she'll just like lightly nod her head and give you her address to the building that she lives in. And then she'll just like very like without any energy just kind of rest her head up against the window.
And he'll start making his way towards the address, but as they're driving, he's going to continue to look over at Iris to be sure she's not going to die in the car right here.
I mean, you'd see her like breathing, you know, probably not well, but you know, she's keeping on.
So then we'll make our way to the address that she gave, still being a little careful in case there's any tails, but making our way there eventually.
Okay. Yeah, as you continue on through Night City to get to where Iris lives, it does not seem like anybody is following you. It doesn't seem like you have a tail of any sort. Honestly, you barely pass any badges on your way there, so it seems like everything's all clear.
Well, that happened.
It could have gone better. That's for sure.
Yeah. I wish we could have saved her, but there's just so much.
Yeah. We all wanted that.
Yeah, seemed like it hit Cerveau pretty hard.
I have a very basic understanding of what they were, but she was a strong connection, at the very least.
Well, I'm sure he's probably going to want some time to kind of gather his thoughts. I think we're all going to kind of want to gather our thoughts after this, but I tried to get footage of the aftermath, you know, for when we bring everything to light, but you know, it was hard to kind of think. But, thank you for taking me home.
Yeah. Of course.
And she will very sluggishly open the door and step out, just give one last wave and head back up to her apartment.
Okay, we're going to follow you for a bit. Is there anything you do as you head to your apartment? Anything else you do with this evening, as it is pretty late or early in the morning?
I'd say as soon as she gets home, like her shoulders just sag and she drags her feet over to the bed and just flops down on her back. And I think before she goes to sleep, she'll take out her agent and look at the footage of what she got as she was leaving, just to see what kind of details she was able to capture. I know that she didn't like zoom in on anyone's face or pins or anything, but just kind of if she could get an idea of like who was there, what happened.
You rolled I believe a 13 on that capture footage on that film. So from what you get, did you point it at Molly? Did you point it at Cerveau? Did you point it at Lucas?
I think with she walking through everything, she would have taken out her agent and started kind of scanning like as much space as she could have, you know, focusing on the bodies and you know, she was heading towards the door. So she would have tried to get as much detail as possible, kind of doing a 360-ish, but she was heading towards the door, so she could only like turn around so much, you know?
Okay. Well, with where you were at the very back as you were walking towards the door. So that would mean that you probably did get some of Cerveau, you probably did get some of Molly, you probably did get some of Lucas, and the bodies are kind of mutilated at that point. Like one is missing a head, one has a spine blown out. You don't necessarily get the details of the pen with the 13 and doing a quick scan. It looks gory, it looks bad. Not necessarily bad footage, but you get that in there, and you can tell that whoever the bodies are on the ground are all in the same uniform.
Okay. So she'll watch it probably a few times and then just drop her agent and just pass out.
Okay. And we're going to go back to Lucas. Where are you heading after you drop Iris off?
I think we are traveling back to Molly's. Probably just going within within a block, not driving like down the road that we were just on, but just driving by, kind of seeing what the crowds are like, what the reaction is like, if people have gathered again, if police have swarmed the place now, and then also driving around, seeing if we see Cerveau walking away somewhere.
Okay. With that first bit, go ahead and roll me a perception check, please.
Uh, 11.
Okay, with that 11, as you make your way to Molly's and just kind of keep an eye out on things, police have definitely swarmed the area. There is a fire truck here that seems to be trying to put out a fire. There are bystanders watching. You see some have their mouths covered, others are just being nosy and rubbernecking. So NCPD is definitely here. You see a news van here, but nothing else sticks out or alerts, like peaks up your senses for that.
So yeah, I guess I didn't mention it, but so nothing like, I don't know, any cars that look suspicious that might have other Biotechnica people in it that rolled up to see the aftermath?
With an 11, you don't see Biotechnica or Persona Craft.
Gotcha.
And then looking for Cerveau. We're going to pan to Cerveau real fast. Where are you?
Well, right after it happened, I wouldn't stick around long. I'd just start making my way back to Pacifica.
So you just start making your way home?
Yeah, No, I wouldn't stick around afterwards. Like, it's over as far as Cerveau is concerned.
Is there anything you do on the way home?
So it's pretty late.
Yeah, so you texted everybody around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
No, just go straight home. But when I get there, do a few things. But no, I wouldn't be out and about. I wouldn't be lingering or anything either.
Okay. And while you're on the way home, Lucas, you don't find Cerveau here. You don't find him driving around.
After searching for a little bit, then we'll just head back home.
Okay.
And nothing specific, just calling it a night.
Calling it a night, perfect. Cerveau, what do you want to do as you go home?
As I get there, I would say if there's any sort of like windows or anything, I don't know if I ever described that or not. Make sure they're closed, like blackout more or less the inside. Push a few things up against the door, and just sort of lay down in bed, pistol right beside me, but eyes wide staring at the ceiling.
And as you're moving things, as you're putting things in front of the door, Mads is here. And that's going to wake him up. And you hear that groggy little voice of Mads.
Hey kid, sorry I didn't mean to wake you up. Just keeping an eye out. It's been a night.
Everything all right?
Honestly, no, but nothing to do about it tonight.
What happened?
Ask me in the morning.
Do I need to call someone?
No.
Okay. I'll ask in the morning.
Sorry again for waking you.
Isn't.
Does he appear to go back to sleep?
It looks like it, yeah.
Okay, I'll just continue laying there.
And is that how you spend the rest of your evening?
It is, yeah.
As you all are able to find fitful sleep as what you went to do. This is the first mission you have ever failed. The first gig you've ever failed. You did not save the person you went in to save. You all are hurt and need rest. As you wake up on Tuesday the 26th. Rent is due on Sunday. I believe you all owe... What kind of apartment does Iris have? Is it a one-room apartment or is it...
It's probably... I think it's just like your cheapest apartment, like a studio.
Okay. So both Lucas and Cerveau will owe $10.50, I believe, on Sunday.
Mine's $1,100, but that's all of it. It's food and rent.
Okay, so then it's $1,000 for the apartment and $100 for meals. For Iris, I believe you owe $15. And if you do not pay on Sunday, you do get evicted. But before we get too far into this week, let's see what's on the news. Good morning, Night City. This is N54 News, bringing you the latest in headlines, hazards, and hard truths from the streets of the City of Dreams. Let's jack straight into the news. Yesterday's body count lotto rounded out to 25, at least 10 out of Pacifica due to a gas leak in one of the cargo container communities. Might be time to join a corp and get yourself a con-app, tunes. September's numbers are in, and they're far from Nova. Cyberpsychosis cases have risen by nearly 35% since last month, especially in the combat zone. Trauma team patrols report record response times, but with limited coverage outside corporate zones, many residents are left to fend for themselves against the armed and unstable cyberpsychos. Might be time to purchase some insurance. With the season in full swing, the Slammer has been sighted hosting brutal costume fights. Meanwhile, the Bozos are starting their annual Clown Night. Authorities warn partygoers to keep their eyes open if they do not wish to flatline. Looking for something to do this weekend? Night City Fall Fest will be happening at Playland by the Sea. Settling the Score will be performing after Battle of the Bands, along with Void over Reverb, Neon Vulture, and a new upcoming band called Neonics. Time for some chromatic rock. There will also be fun for everyone, so bring the whole family. Convoys traveling through the Badlands are being hit by unknown raiders over the last week. Entire shipments are going up in flames. Sources close to the investigation suspect the nomads, though everyone is denying involvement. Better watch yourselves out there, Chooms. October skies bring a heavy blanket of smog. Acid rain showers are expected tonight, and air quality remains hazardous in the industrial sectors, with the respiratory implants highly recommended. Temperatures are dropping slightly, though in Night City, the neon always keeps us warm. This weekend is expected to be sunny with temperatures around a crisp 69 degrees during the evening. Nice. And that's the news this morning, Night City. I'm Ellie Menapee with N54 News, reminding you, dreams are cheap, but survival always costs full price. Stay tuned, stay sharp, stay alive.
Ellie Menapee saying 69 nice on the family newscast almost made me forget how horrifying Clown Night sounds.
Yeah, the bozos are a bunch of clowns. But with that, how are you all spending your week? Is there anything you wish to do specifically while you heal?
I think for the first day or two for Lucas, it's pretty simple. I think he's, for the most part, going to take it easy, but if he can take another crack at trying to make some of the explosives that he attempted to make a couple of days ago, I think, he's going to just do that to get more practice to see if he can figure it out.
Okay. With that, go ahead and roll me a fabricate. And since these are premium, you need to beat a 17 with your weapons tech.
Okay. Let's tag this. 10.
Okay. With the 10, you do take
Oof.
2 points of damage as this thing burns your hands, as it's just not there yet. It takes a day for each one of these.
Okay. After that, I think we're going to leave it for a little bit.
Okay, we're leaving it for a little bit, and
I think we're going to leave it.
all right, but you are able to heal 5 points after the first day, so I guess 3 for you after the bomb goes off. And you do have some people knocking on your door as these bombs just keep going, poof, and your neighbors are kind of doing that knock to make sure, like, hey, you're being loud.
Sorry. It's just, I'm moving furniture. I'm sorry.
And they do not pursue any more than that. And with that, what about Iris and Cerveau? Are you doing anything specific during this week?
For Iris, I think like the first 1-2 days would probably just be recovering. But probably I think the third day she will look into a disappearance. The nurse that she had interviewed for a story a while back. Could she look Jaya up and find her address and anything related to Jaya?
Roll me a library search.
Library search. It's a crit fail. Okay, so 8.
With an 8, you learn Jaya had worked at the clinic that you obviously wrote a report about, and you find her like social media profiles. A lot of it's private, but her profile picture kind of tips you off a little bit as to who Jaya actually might be. Jaya is standing with a woman who is about 19 years of age, who has darker bronze skin, piercing blue eyes, and looks like Artie Cull.
Okay. So I would notice a similarity between Jaya and this person that looks like Artie Cole.
Since you looked into Artie Cole a few sessions ago, yes.
Okay. Whew. I guess after seeing that Artie is a part of this, I think there's no okay, so for Jaya's social media profiles, I just want to send, if it's possible, to send a message just checking in. She's not expecting a response given what she knows, but she wants to send it as kind of like a paper trail.
Yeah, you're able to send. What are you sending?
Just a quick message like, hey Jaya, just checking in. Wanted to see how you were doing after everything. Hit me back.
Yeah, you're able to send it.
And then she'd probably wait another day. But then the next day, she would, if she didn't get a response from Jaya, from the message that she sent, then she would send a message to Artie, saying, hey, I worked with your mom. Or no, wait, no. Hey, I worked with a nurse named Jaya on a story, and I noticed you were in one of her pictures. I just wanted to know if you knew if she was all right. Kind of not necessarily saying that I wrote this piece and your mom is gone now, but let's just kind of like, hey, I talked to your mom. Is she okay?
How do you get her contact?
I would imagine that Artie has some sort of public email, since she is a media. She would probably go the easiest, most obvious form of contact.
Okay. Roll me another library search to see if you can find it.
19.
Okay, with a 19, yeah, you're able to find Artie's email address and shoot her an email. You are not getting a response.
Okay. Could she head over to the clinic that Jaya worked at?
Sure. You make your way over to that clinic. The clinic you wrote about, the clinic that was harvesting organs illegally and producing these fake death certificates. And as you make your way to that same clinic, it's closed. Police tape surrounds it. There are a couple squatters around the area. Your article did its job.
Okay. Seeing that, she would probably head back to her apartment. And each day that she doesn't get a response from Artie, she'd probably send another message. Just because, she's curious and wants to try to get Artie's attention. So she's going to try to annoy this person to get them to respond.
And as you keep annoying her, you get in all capital letters, "Go ruin someone else's life, bitch."
Whew. She will respond. Listen, differences aside, Jaya is missing, and I want to find her. If you have any information that could help, I'm worried this might lead to something bad. I just want to help her.
She does not respond. You may roll me a human perception if you wish. For this is email. You do not know this woman. Take a -4.
Okay. Great success. $20.
There is a reason she said go ruin someone else's life. Your article put that clinic under. Jaya was your informant.
Okay. Okay. I see what's happening. Okay. So I think she's going to sit on this for a bit and try to figure out how she can get through to Artie. But aside from that, she, as far as like doing things, just repair the armor jack for her body.
Go ahead and roll basic tech.
One thing. Basic check. Oh no! 7. I need a 9, right?
You need a 9. Yeah, so as you're trying to fix it, you realize you've wasted some time trying to fix this thing, about 30 minutes.
Okay, can I try again?
Yeah, go ahead.
8.
Another 30 minutes.
Okay. 3rd time's a charm. 10.
You are able to fix it as you're able to finally sew up those bits that were messed up when you kept getting shot over and over and over and over.
Okay. Otherwise, I think she'd probably just be trying to figure out what she can do with the whole Artie situation, unless she hears anything from Cerveau and Lucas. She's just going to give Cerveau his space. So I think that's pretty much how her week is going to go.
Okay. And with that, Cerveau, what are you doing?
The next morning, this would be like right after that evening, I would wake up, see if Maddox is still there.
Yeah, Maddox is still here.
And is he awake?
He is, like, once you start making your way to him and waking up and, like, making some kind of noise, like, he wakes up too.
Okay, I'm not trying to surprise him or anything.
Yeah, no, he's up and expecting, because you said you talked to him this morning.
Sorry I was so cryptic last night. We had a job, and it went worse than sideways. And Molly was a part of it. I don't know if you've heard me mention her name or not, or heard your mom mention her.
No, people lady.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, remember she stopped by the house?
Yeah, she didn't make it last night. They killed her.
Scary lady's gone?
Yeah.
What happened?
I mean, you said you wanted to be a net runner, right? Maybe this can... I don't know the full extent of it. She was doing some work behind the black wall. I'm sure you're aware of that.
Explain it to me.
So, I guess maybe like 25 years ago or something, memory serves. This dude named Bart Moss unleashed something on the net. Real sort of like scorched earth, just trying to fuck shit up, kind of break the status quo. And they ended up having to section a bunch of stuff off, which is very malicious code, behind this area, and they call the partition the Black Wall. So it's a lot of real bad shit back there. But it's also a bit of an unknown. I think it gets the braver people curious.
Well, if it's that scary, it doesn't sound like it's very smart to go back there.
I don't know how much smart enters into it. Risk and reward might be a better way to think about it.
Is the risk worth it?
No, I don't think so. But she didn't make it. She was in deep when we found her, and I got her out. But then they just, and let me not mince words here. They here is a corp, is Persona Craft. They just shot her in cold blood.
Are they connected to the same people who...
They are exactly the same people.
Well, if you have proof, why not take this as somebody who could do something about it?
Believe me, I'm trying to think of who could do something about it.
JD might could help.
I know you're younger, but you've been around. You know. I'm sure you're aware of some of the stuff these corps get up to. And the cops have always been there. And the world just keeps turning. Not a single one of these corpos is in jail.
Well, that's the reason I didn't say NCPD.
Yeah, I just... Like, I plan on contacting JD, but hope you understand that my expectations are a little low.
Well, what can I do?
I wanted to be upfront with you because you're staying here, and it's dangerous. And I'm not telling you have to leave, but I want you to be aware of what's going on, because this is not the end of it.
Well, if they hurt Mom and Charlotte, I don't want them around anymore either.
Yeah, I believe you, and I think we feel the same way and have a lot in common. I just don't want you to be surprised by the situation.
Is there anything else I shouldn't be surprised by?
I don't think so. I think that's it. For now. I guess what I'm trying to say is, this is the game you're wanting to get into. Keep your head on a swivel. There's nothing they won't stoop to get their way.
He just nods.
So, I'm going to be out and about a bit here in the future, but if you need anything, come and go as you please. Anything here, what's mine is yours.
With being... My basic understanding of a net architecture isn't very in-depth, but is it possible to give them a virus from the inside?
Possible? Yeah. Difficult. Very. It's not technically impossible, but it would be very difficult.
But not impossible.
Not impossible, no. It's one of the freeing things about the net, really, is that there are things in there that are possible you really couldn't do out here.
You see the gears start to turn, and then it gets quiet.
Limitations there are different limitations in that space, but I feel like there are fewer. That's what drew me to it.
He nods.
But I'm sure I don't have to tell you to be careful if you start fucking around with the corpse architecture.
He nods.
Or the black wall.
Yeah, I don't plan on going over there.
Well, take care of yourself. I'll see you around.
You too. Don't flatline.
You don't either. And I'll walk out of the apartment then.
Okay, and where are you going?
First, I'm going to message Lucas and Iris and just very, simply just say, thank you both for your help last night. I hope you're both okay.
I hope the same for you. I don't want to suffocate you, but if you need anything, just reach out.
Hanging in there. Hope you are too. Let me know if you need anything.
And I'll just reply to both of those. Just, I will.
After that, can Iris send a message to Cerveau directly? I still have Molly's agent. I can get it to you whenever.
I'll say thank you. I'll swing by and pick it up if that's okay.
Sure. And she'll give the address.
Okay. And then how do you go about getting another agent, like a burner?
Those in Night City are pretty easily obtainable. I think that there may be like 50 eddies. Are you talking about a burner in terms of like it can contact once and then it destroys itself? Or are you talking about like just an extra phone?
More so as in like it's not tied to my name. No one would have that number. And then if I need to get rid of it, I can. As in there's nothing tying it to me.
Okay, yeah, so you can just add another agent. I believe that full agents are about 100 eddies each.
Eddies are no object.
You can find it in Demiplane. So yeah, just add another one of those. Those are very easy to get in Night City. Lots of people have burner phones. So yeah, you're able to obtain one of those.
Okay, and then I want to... Hang on, I need to look something up, actually.
Okay, while you're looking that up, we're going to pan over to Lucas. You failed on the first day. You trying on the second day?
Ooh. Oh, man. I'm gonna say no, just because I think we're gonna need this full time to actually be at not even max health, but close enough. So I think we're just gonna leave it. Maybe we'll do like a little bit of tinkering here and there again, just to practice, but we're not like full blown making something. We're just doing little bits and pieces just to get the repetition and the system down. So
Okay. And since you're not making another one, you're kind of just taking time for repetition and everything. You do get a text message from Jim Bob's.
we'll open it.
Hey, kiddo. You alright? You haven't been home in a while? Just tell me you're not dead.
We're alive, doing fine. Just decided to move out.
Moved out? You ain't coming back?
I'll be around, but I have my own place now.
But I ain't here.
Right, that's what I mean by my own place.
Well, I thought this was everybody's place. I mean, we have
It's just-
houses here. You didn't have to live at Mag's.
I know, there's just Bob's. I mean, I haven't told you specifics, but some of the other work that I'm a part of might just be better to be a little closer to the city. That's all. I'm sure I'll be back at some point, and this might not be permanent.
Might not be permanent.
Well, I don't know how long this work is going to take.
What are you doing? You just let us to get rid of a bunch of zombies and everybody's been real excited about it, and then you just up and leave.
I think with that message, he's gonna hold his agent out in front of him and just kind of just look at it for a little bit of just like how great things felt right before the job, and then the dominoes of learning everything after, just how it felt so great and it was really excited and hopeful for the future, and then just all got torn down. Let me amend what I said. I'm sure I'll be back. This won't be permanent. It's just temporary. I don't know for how long.
Something don't feel right. I don't know what it is, but something don't feel right. There's something in my gut that just tells me that something ain't right here, and I don't know what it is.
It might be that thing you were tinkering on the other day that could probably explode any minute. I think that's the issue.
Well, no, that would have been in my fingers or my hands or something else. No. This is like an intuition thing, and I know women say that they have it, but I don't necessarily have it. But there's something in my gut that just doesn't feel right.
Oh, man. Lucas is torn here because he really did want to share some details with some of the family, but also didn't want to panic anyone, wanted to keep everyone together. Bob's, I feel that too. I don't know what my work is going to do, and I have a lot of that same feeling, so maybe you're just getting that from me right now. But at the moment, things are okay. I'm alive, and like I said, I'll be back sometime.
Roll a persuasion.
Oh, man. Don't have me roll dice in a dice rolling game. What is this? Just believe me.
It just works.
I rolled well. Just say that.
I rolled well, but I won't tell you my number. No, it's 11.
I mean, you ain't gotta tell me, but something ain't right, and just know if you want to talk about it, I'll listen. I think I'm a pretty good listener. I know when to shut up. I may not shut up very often, but I know how to.
That's very aware, very insightful, Bob's. I can give you a rundown someday. there's just a lot going on, a lot of specifics, and like I said, I don't know where my work is going to go. I think we're at a dangerous position right now, and informing anyone might drag some people into it needlessly. So I'm just trying to be careful.
All right. Well, if you need me for anything, I'm here for whatever you might need. Just stay safe, kid. You kind of worrying me a bit. I know Dom's gonna be worried too, but I don't want to go over there and talk to him because he's always scary. But I get the feeling he's a little worried too.
Yeah, don't go talk to him. He'll be okay. I will be safe. You be safe. And I mean the same thing to you, Bobs. If you need something, I'm not that far away. Maybe sometime you can come over and we can just hang out how we used to. Just a chill day.
All right. I look forward to it. Bye.
Bye.
And with that, we're going to pan over to Cerveau. Where are you going?
Yeah, so I'm going to get that extra agent. And I'm going to message Andra on her personal line.
Okay.
And all I'm going to say, she shouldn't have this number. It's a brand new number or whatever. What I was looking for was a hint. I had to look up what a word meant. So I'm going to message her. Winds howling. Is this line monitored by your employer?
She does not respond today.
That's fine. I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
Then I am going to head back to my place and try to repair my armor jack.
Okay. Were you going to head to Iris to pick up the...
Yeah, let me actually swing by Iris's place to get the agent first.
Okay. You're able to make it to Iris's apartment pretty easily, but as you were making your way, you get a text message from the Voodoo Boys line.
What's it say?
Job update.
Can I call the number back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to call him.
Okay, you give him a call and you hear it pick up and you hear some Haitian Creole in the back. The person who answers the phone doesn't say anything.
Hey, mission failed. Molly's dead.
You hear like a hefty sigh. Will you come work for us again? In a thick Haitian Creole accent.
I'd consider it. How about we start by you giving me a hint about what she was poking around in?
Black wall.
Yeah, that much became clear pretty quickly. Anything else you can give me?
Until you sign contract, no.
Sign a contract? What are you, a corp now?
No. But important information working on. That is mine or ours. No one else's.
Nothing, not a hint, not a little breadcrumb to entice me.
No. If you do not wish to work with me or us, no.
I'll be in touch and I'll hang up.
Okay. And he will send over 3,000 eddies for you to split with your crew. It was supposed to be more than that, but due to a failure, he sends less.
How do you? Can you send eddies to other people? Like, could I go ahead and send that to Lucas and Iris, or do I have to be near them? How does that work?
I think with this day and age, you can just send money to people, like no issue.
Okay, I'll do that, and then I'll message them and just say I just sent through money for the job, and just leave it at that. 1,000 apiece. Actually, no, 1,500 apiece. I don't want to keep any of it. Didn't feel right to get paid for that.
Did Cerveau ever mention how much we were getting paid for it? I thought, yeah. And then what, 4,500? That would have been one. What do you say? One.
It would have been 1,500 each.
1,500 each.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he just said didn't feel right to keep any of it, or was that in text, or was that?
That
just
was just no. That was just me commenting. Yeah, that was not in the text. The text was very just like by the book. Like, here's money for the job.
And on the side, I'll message him directly. We still got paid, even though we weren't successful.
I'll say, yeah, but I don't know why. I think they want me to work for them again, and I think I'm just angry enough to consider it.
How strongly are you considering it?
I'm hoping I come to my senses before I say yes.
I'll keep us updated as to what you're thinking.
I will. And there was something back there. Something. Obviously, there's intelligences and shit back there, but something else. I'm trying to figure out what it was.
Like a different voice than what you'd expected, or how do you mean?
Yeah, it spoke. Some sort of AI or something else. I don't think it was another runner.
When we were tasked to take out that server room, I think I mentioned it, but in case I hadn't, there was a voice that spoke to us right before we left. Said something along the lines of, good job, won't underestimate you. Was that... Wow, what did you hear?
Gene, did I hear that voice?
You don't know what that voice sounded like.
So I didn't hear it, that's what you're saying.
Oh, the voice from that session? No, Lucas was the only one left in the room at that time. You all had booked out.
That's what I thought. I couldn't remember. So I just reply, I didn't hear a voice that night.
Just thought if you heard a voice from the Black Wall and we were there with that above table, I'm forgetting if it was PersonaCraft or Biotech. I think it was PersonaCraft show, right?
Yeah, so y'all technically haven't gone against Biotechnica at all, besides
Gotcha.
the convoy. The Nomad convoy.
Just figured if there was a voice that you heard in the behind the Black Wall and the voice we or I heard from PersonaCraft that could be related, could be connected, or could be totally separate. I don't know.
Feels like nothing's a coincidence. I got a file. I'm heading to Iris's place to pick up Molly's agent, and this thing said it wanted to copy me. So I don't think there are any coincidences left.
As I said before, keep us updated.
Will do. And I guess I'm still heading to... That came in as I was on the way, right?
So you were able to make it to Iris's apartment.
Rit-a-tat-tat-tat-tat.
She opens the door and gestures for you to come in.
I'll walk in.
And she closes the door and from her back pocket pulls out Molly's agent.
I appreciate you grabbing this and for everything.
Yeah. I really wish things could have been different. But, you know, we did what we could.
Yeah. You okay?
A little banged up, but we're chugging along. How are you?
About the same. Still figuring that out.
I don't want to make it awkward, but what was Molly to you?
I think we were sort of in between on something. We used to be a thing, and a bit of a falling out over ideals and principles. I wanted to keep doing dangerous work against Corpse. She thought it was too dangerous. I think she was trying to save herself the heartbreak she thought was coming later. And now it's the other way around.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe there'll be more answers on that. And she gestures to the agent.
Yeah, I'm going to see what I can find. I found a file back there too. Are you familiar with the black wall and the concept of it?
I may have seen a couple articles, but I don't do that.
That's probably for the best. And I'll go into the same explanation I gave Maddox earlier for the sake of brevity.
She nods and taking it all in.
But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what it was. There was something back there. A voice. Probably one of these sentient things. Talking about copying people. You had the whole experience with copying out in the meat space here. It just can't be coincidence at this point.
Was Molly... Do you know if she was working on something that you had mentioned to her? Was she doing something with Persona Craft?
I don't know the connection. I don't know. I mean, she was working with the Voodoo Boys, who are notorious for poking around behind the wall. They think there's something back there. Or they claim to know something back there. They're trying to find it. I don't really know. She was working with them. It could just be that Persona Craft is interested in something back there as well. It could be that it crossed paths in some way. I don't know. I mean, based on what we went through, I don't know if Molly would actively go against the court, but I'm just sitting here thinking, I hope I didn't talk her into it.
Yeah, I mean, clearly they knew she was doing something, otherwise they wouldn't have shown up, but I wish it had gone so different. But it's whatever she was doing, whatever voice you heard, it must be related to Persona Craft. Otherwise, she wouldn't have warned us about them coming.
Yeah, I agree. And they brought all that counter intel there quickly, too. Like, very quickly, right after we got there, more or less.
Yeah, it's like 5-10 minutes after.
Yeah, there's just something deeper about the whole thing. I mean, I've been gone through what you did. Are you still in it? I feel like I've asked this like 3 times now, but every time it keeps getting worse.
I am all in. You know, my personal interests aside, it's to me, I think, kind of more of a moral thing at this point. I just don't know that I could go about my life knowing that this is happening. It's just not right to me. So I'm willing to do what it takes, especially if it's with you two. You both seem to know what you're doing, know a lot about Persona Craft. So I'm willing to help in any way that I can.
You know, I thought it was a moral thing for me, too. Maybe it still is a little bit, but it's feeling a lot more and more like revenge.
It's good fuel to have, I think, to keep you going, to keep you strong, rather than falling apart. Things would be a lot more difficult if you didn't have a handle on yourself.
Well, GM question. Did Cerveau see Iris filming?
You were with Molly at the time. You had been moving Molly to the bed when Iris had started recording. So would, in that moment, Cerveau had been paying attention?
I don't think he would have been actively paying attention. No. Would have been a little bit preoccupied.
With being preoccupied, go ahead and roll a perception check with a -5.
Just a regular perception, right?
Yep.
My perception is a +5 right now. Straight roll. Here we go. A 5. It's all 5s. Got a 5.
I don't think you would know for certain.
I didn't expect to with that roll. That's fair. I got a few things I'm working on. I'm going to try to find out more. It's not a gig or anything. I can't drop it at this point. So I'll keep you in the loop.
Yeah. Anything you need. I did have a random thought, since it seems like there might be an ally in this. Did Iris met Andra, right?
You've met Andra, yes. You saw, actually, you were passed out for most of it and just waking up towards the end. So I don't think you'd know in full detail what Andra was doing during that.
Okay, then. I don't think that would make sense, so never mind. Rewind. But yeah, anything you need, I can't help much in the net, but I can bring you ramen, add some more ice to your bath, whatever.
I appreciate it. I'm not really an ice bath runner. Maybe I should be. I don't know. But yeah. I got some stuff. I'll keep you in the loop. I appreciate everything.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I'll head out.
And with that, we're going to pan over to Iris. Is there anything else you wish to do? Do you publish a story?
I don't think we're going to publish a story just yet. So I think she just does what she did throughout the week and is just recovering.
Okay. What about Lucas? Is there anything else you're doing?
You see. First of all, forgot to mention it. Can we attempt to fix the body armor?
Roll a basic tech.
That wasn't even in my tray. 4?
With a 4, you waste 30 minutes and realize that this isn't going anywhere. Do you try again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
Okay.
Oh, okay, there we go. Crit success. 13.
Yeah, after wasting that first 30 minutes, you realize where you have messed up and are able to fix it within an hour.
Sweet. And then remind me, if you want to get some sort of implant, I was looking at the enhanced antibodies.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it's called, at least. Is that something that Lucas would have to go get from a night market, or is that something that he can just walk in and be like, hey?
Enhanced autobodies are expensive. So yes, you would have to get that at a night market. The next night market that you know of is on the 5th.
And it's the 26th? Right?
This week goes from September 26th through October 3rd.
Gotcha. So it would be a little bit. Okay. Then, if that's not possible, then I got nothing else.
Okay. And we're going to head back to Cerveau.
Okay. Now I'm heading back to my place.
Okay, you head back to your place. Is there anything you wish to do?
Yeah, a couple things. One, I want to try to repair my armor jack, which is basic tech, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a 9?
It is a 9.
Crit success, 18 plus 1, 19.
You're able to fix it.
Well, not my armor jack, my body weight suit, but yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely. And then I want to try to crack into the file I copied from the Blackwall architecture.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an interface.
$15.
As you are trying to crack this, you get the sense that this is the hardest file you have ever had to crack, and a 15 does not cut it.
If that is the case, do I have... I don't know if I do have it. No, I got rid of it. I guess I'll keep trying.
Okay.
Because that was a 9 on the die. So I'm going to have to crit success.
You also have luck.
I do have luck. That one's not going to do it. 10.
This is a hard file to crack. This is a file you got behind the black wall.
I was looking to see if I had that program that helps me break into it. Nope, I don't. I actually never got one. Oh, well. I'll give it one more try for now.
Okay.
Nope, 12.
You get the sense this is a really important file.
I'll put it to the side and try Molly's agent.
All right, with Molly's agent, would you know her passcode?
I don't know. I mean, we hadn't actively been together for half a year or more.
Would you have known her passcode?
At the time, but it's been 9 months. So I can try what it was.
What was it?
I feel like it would be really tightly locked, but for the sake of the narrative, we'll say it was 1337.
Okay, it's 1137 as you type that in. It unlocks.
Okay. I will just start looking through recent messages and files.
With recent messages, she doesn't have too many. There's a couple of subscription-based text messages that come through to her agent, like discount at the ramen place, things like that. She has your text log, and she also has one with a voodoo boy.
Anything in there that indicates any kind of keywords?
Some keywords through that chain as you look through it are what she was mainly doing with the voodoo boys, and that was get behind the black wall to find a program called Alt.
Does that name ring a bell to Cerveau?
With Cerveau, roll me a concentration.
I really should have waited a few days until I felt better. And I may still wait a few days until I feel better and try these again. But concentration. 12.
With a 12, it's almost like at the tip of your tongue. You can't remember.
Okay, but I'll just remember that name or that word, Alt. Does it seem like a name, a place, a person, a thing?
With how it's written, they're calling it a program.
A program, okay.
But pretty much like towards the end, they were trying to figure out where Molly was because she stopped responding.
Okay. Can I tell how long she had not been responding?
3 days. You had seen her before she stopped responding. Or after she had stopped responding, excuse me.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take note of that as well. She ever refer to any of the VDBs by a name?
There is one VDB that she is working with who has a name in her phone. What is the name of the person that she talks to the most out of the VDBs, since you know them so well, Cerveau?
Say his name is Toussaint.
Toussaint, so she is talking to him. And Toussaint is the big guy that she brought with her to all of the functions that you've seen her at.
So I would recognize him if I saw him.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to make note of his number and put it in my own personal agent.
Okay.
And in my burner.
And in your burner?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm gonna call it a night there, and I'm gonna maybe rest a few days into the week until I get back above half HP and try a bit more.
Okay. And the week passes. Or some of the week passes. This is Night City. With Night City, things move on like it never existed. Molly's existence never existed. Night City continues on. You all are now above half HP. So it's been about 3 or 4 days. Is there anything you wish to do towards the end of your week?
Towards the end of the week, we're going to give it another try at making a big kaboom thing.
Make a big kaboom thing. Go for it.
Yeah. Okay, that was a crit success. Oh, it was what? Weapon stack?
Weapon stack?
28.
With a 28, you needed a 17. So you are able to use 50 eddies and this entire day to make yourself a bomb.
Sick. Yeah. And then it was nothing else specific, really. Just like, I don't know, normal day stuff, cleaning weapons, still setting home up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Normal day. And what about Iris? Is there anything you wish to do towards the end of the week?
I am currently typing up a little story. Really quickly, with the report of the gas leak that happened, what kind of information was given in that report of what happened during the Pacifica fire?
What you got from, or what you can get from the Pacifica fire that has been released, is that a stove was left on and somebody lit a cigarette and it blew up.
Okay.
Completely accidental, but there was a gas leak that took out 10 in Pacifica.
Okay. I have a story I want to publish. I just don't have the words yet.
I can come back to you if you want me to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Cerveau, what you doing now that you're healed? Somewhat.
Honestly, I might go buy a program.
Okay, that is very simple. What program do you purchase?
I didn't remember the name. Momentarily.
Is it like ID?
I don't think it's ID. I'm really trying to increase my, and they might not actually have one, actually. It depends on what you would call it. Would you call it a backdoor?
It might be. What does backdoor do?
Backdoor gets passed through like password checks and things like that. Backdoor attempt to break through passwords in a net architecture.
No, that would not be considered a file password.
ID is, identify a piece of data and its value. Some files have a DB that must be beaten to learn anything from them, but there's nothing that increases your ID check. No basic programs in the source book. So I will just give it the old try again.
Okay, try it again.
Okay. This didn't increase because my roll ability did not drop with being fucked up.
Yeah.
How does a crit failure for a total of 0 look?
Not good.
Not good? Okay, let's give it one more try.
Yeah, you do have luck.
Yeah, but see, that's the luck I have to use before I roll.
You do have to use it before you roll.
And then if I roll a 1, I've wasted it all.
That is correct.
So I don't want to do that. If that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just trying to help you.
Hey, crit success. 16 plus 2, 18.
You beat it, as you needed a 17 to crack this. And I need you to go into secrets.
Okay.
As you break into this file contains data profiles of Autumn Lawrence, Mateo Santiago, deceased 2023. Mateo was a Biotechnica exec. Clarice Lawrence, born 2020. PersonaCraft exec. Liam Lawrence, born 2022. Also known as Score from Settling the Score. Mia Lawrence, crafted 2025. Set from Settling the Score. This is an intensive file on their personality constructs. This has voice recordings, schedules, videos, social media posts, backgrounds, genetic makeup, anything that has been caught on camera, purchases, searches, anything at all connected to the net on these individuals is stored here. This is how PersonaCraft creates a personality construct. You learn through this very in-depth, very detailed file. Clarice, the oldest daughter, has a bodyguard named S. You learn Score and Set left home at 16 and stayed with Bo's family, who were also PersonaCraft employees, until they went missing. You learn that Mateo was in counter intel.
For PC?
For Biotechnica. He died in 2023. That was before PersonaCraft was officially published. He was a part of a team that helped steal a program from ITS.
Is that all it gives is the initialism?
It just says ITS. And he used the distraction of Johnny Silverhand to steal a similar program from Arasaka. Something labeled Soul Killer. He died in the attempt. You learn Autumn Lawrence and Isaiah Rhodes used to work on the same team back in Biotechnica. She joined the team in the late 2000s. And lastly, you learn that Autumn Lawrence is working closely with an AI beyond the Black Wall called Nexus.
Are there any years associated with Autumn birth crafted?
No.
Because Santiago's got a death date. 2 others have a birth date. 2 others have a birth date. 1 other has a crafted date. Nothing with Autumn?
Nothing with Autumn.
Any mention of the word alt?
No mention of the word alt.
Any other details about Nexus?
No other details about Nexus, other than it is an AI behind the Black Wall.
With a name. Okay.
Roll me another concentration check.
I'm going to add 4 points of luck.
Okay.
Crit success. Nice. 29.
With a 29, the name Alt comes back to you. You know Alt was a legendary netrunner for a company called ITS.
Does that name come back to me or just ITS?
The name comes back to you. But with that too, you know that what the Voodoo Boys are doing has nothing to do with Persona Craft.
They just both happen to be behind the Black Wall.
Correct.
Different interests in the same area that overlapped. Unintentionally.
Correct.
Can I deduce that then Molly was back there looking for Alt and somehow got Nexus put its sights on her?
You could come to that conclusion, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's what happened.
Okay. Nothing disproving it, but nothing proving it.
Correct.
Okay. Anything else I can learn from the file?
From this file, this is about all that you can get. But you're able to pick up who Autumn Lawrence is, who her family is. The fact that this Nexus has their personality constructs.
Nexus has the constructs.
Nexus is working with Persona Craft.
But it has all the data?
Mm-hmm. At least this data.
Why would you just hand over all that to a rogue AI? So then it's clear that Santiago was the father of the 2 natural-born children.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any metadata with the file, like who created this file I found, when, that sort of thing?
This file is constantly updated, and it is created by Nexus.
Okay. I don't know what to make of a lot of this. I'll have to chew on it.
And you're the only one with this information, so what you do with it, how you present it to your party is up to you.
I had to think about that too.
And with that, we'll head back over to General. Cerveau, what do you do?
It's all kind of heavy. And did I ever hear back from Andrea?
Not yet.
I'm just going to message Lucas individually and just say, do you have any idea why Andrea showed up as counter intel the other night?
Above table. Well, wait. I think that was maybe the job that the Andrea I knew had when she was still around, but as far as last night and why her specifically, I'm not sure. I just figure this is the promotion that she talked about and that she didn't want.
Yeah. I mean, she helped. And now I'm worried about how much they'll find out about that. I just didn't expect to see her there.
You and me both. Threw me for a loop too, but it seemed like she knew what she was doing. And I think she's good at what she does, so I think she'll be okay. Did above table, I forget, did Cerveau mention that he messaged her or not? I don't think he did.
I
just
haven't
want to be sure.
mentioned it, no.
Okay. Yeah, but as to why specifically she was there, I would love to know. Maybe it's coincidence. I'm not sure.
Do you think we can trust her?
I would certainly hope so. I think so. I mean, if she wanted us gone, that would have been the place to do it. She has all of her co-workers there, and I don't think she would have helped us unless she genuinely wants to. I mean, if we're in any sort of competition, any sort of beef with Persona Craft, I don't know why they'd keep us around.
Yeah, that's a good point. I just have trust issues.
Understandably.
I messaged her from an unknown number. I haven't heard back. I just kind of want to feel her out a bit. I just don't know what to believe right now.
Maybe she's just not in a place that she can respond. Maybe a little distance right now is good.
Yeah, I get that. Don't blame her.
Are you okay? I know you've been asked that a lot, but...
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be overly dramatic. It's just, it is what it is. Trying to plan the next move. Can't do nothing.
Sure.
But I think I'll have something soon. You know, if everyone's up for it.
I think after our last job win, I think we're all itching to hit back somehow.
Yeah. It can't go unanswered.
I never planned on it to go unanswered.
Okay. I'll be in touch.
Look forward to it.
I'll just leave it at that.
And with that, we're going to go over to Iris. Still working on your story, or?
I think I have something.
Okay.
I want to ask, if I were to cut up the video that I took at the scene and show enough of like the bodies and the fire, but find a piece of footage that doesn't have Cerveau or Lucas in it, would that be a possible clip? Maybe like 3-4 second clip to kind of pull out of that video?
Yeah. You can do that.
Okay. Okay. So she pulls out that little piece of video with showing some of the bodies and the fire and the inside of the cargo container. And she starts typing up her story, which says, late night on Monday the 25th, there was a, quote, gas leak in a stack of shipping containers down in Pacifica that led to a lethal fire claiming 10 lives. While major news outlets are reporting this to be an unfortunate accident, it does seem odd that there were a group of people in black suits seen storming into the container shortly before the fire erupted. The anonymous informant said they watched the fire explode after hearing several gunshots from inside the container. Could Corpse be bringing the heat to the civilians of Night City? You decide. And then clip.
Okay. Have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Do you post this under your name?
I think because of what they're doing, she would take whatever steps necessary to be an anonymous reporter. She would use a different alias. She would probably go to like a public computer and just post it from there rather than from her own personal computer. Just doing whatever she can to kind of cover her tracks.
Okay. Who do you publish this for?
I think it would be for the paper that or the Scream Sheet that she works for. And yeah.
Okay. And with that, go ahead and roll me your credibility. Your current rank is a 5, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. And with that, with a rank of 5, your credibility is a 4 out of 10 chance. You need to roll a 7, 8, 9, or 10 in order for this to be believable.
Okay. Do the 3 points apply to this roll too?
No.
Or is it just...
This is
okay.
a straight roll. You need a 7, 8, 9, or 10.
I think I'm going to use... Can I use 3 of my regular luck points? No? Okay.
Not
Straight
for
roll.
credibility.
Cool.
That's a straight roll.
Ooh, man.
Oh, I got a 10!
You got a 10. Alrighty. So you get this posted. And this helps nothing with your reputation as this is anonymous. But it's under the same Scream Sheet that you work for. People start reading it and they're watching it and they start posting. And it's in favor of your article. As people are starting to riot of which corp caused the gas leak. If it wasn't just someone turning on a stove and having an accident.
Okay. Cool. I think seeing this response from people, she kind of gets this sliver of hope, like she can make a difference, and eventually when everything comes together, she can redeem herself. And she's not like happy about it, but she is satisfied with the work that she's put out.
Okay. Is there anything else you do that evening?
I don't think so. That's it.
Okay. You're able to go to sleep with that feeling that you did something good. You did something to help push out that corporations aren't as good as some people make them out to be. The next morning, you go back to check, and the article has disappeared. And you didn't delete it.
She's going to message her boss. Hey, there was a story published yesterday about the fire and a corp being involved. Do you know what happened to that story?
You get no response.
Okay, I think something doesn't feel right or good. So I think she's going to... I think she's going to sit on this for a couple days. For now.
Okay. And as you sit on that, what is the name of your scream sheet? Night City Today?
I believe so. Yes. Yeah, Night City Today.
You hear on the news, editor and manager of Night City Today has died in an apparent suicide. He was hanging from the rafters this morning, unfortunately. So we wanted to just inform you and anyone who reads Night City Today that Night City Today will be under new management.
Okay. She is going to send a message to Cerveau and Lucas. Hey, Chooms. May have tested the waters with some minor exposing. Unfortunately, my editor was found dead. A suicide, which I find odd, given that the article was removed the next day without a trace. So I think it's gonna be tough trying to expose this and get it the proper attention that it needs.
Cerveau just reply. Those fuckers really are everywhere. Have you been compromised?
Not that I know of. I took steps to protect myself. I can only hope that those steps were good enough.
don't think Lucas would respond if he can have the receipts on, so y'all can at least see that he saw it. I have something to do, but after, if there's any more conversation.
I would just add on to what I said. Just seems ridiculous to say it now, but be careful.
Will do.
Thinking about that now that at least Iris doesn't think so, but she might be compromised, can we try and drive by her neighborhood? Just innocently, unsuspectingly, but just looking if... Kind of like what we were looking for at Molly's, if there were any suspicious cars, any looks to be like people looking at wherever her apartment was. I don't know, just doing a quick drive-by and search. Not like standing around and taking a gander, but just a quick look. Not trying to be suspicious.
Roll a perception check.
Uh, 13.
With a 13, you do not see anybody.
If I rolled higher, would I have seen someone?
I don't know.
That's a suspicious emphasis you put on that.
Oh yeah, it was kind of weird. Okay. If we don't feel like there was anything, we'll do the one pass and then drive home. But send the message sometime a little after. I don't exactly know how far apart they live, but a little bit after. Just drove by outside. Things seem clear, but yeah, as Cerveau said, just be careful. Drove
Thanks
by
for
outside
checking.
your place.
Thanks for checking. Yeah, we'll have to be way more careful.
And with that, Cerveau, you do get a text message from Andra's agent. Not monitored.
Back to the burner line?
Yes.
Okay. This is via text, so I don't know how much I can deduce or discern that she knows who messaged her.
You probably couldn't deduce that. But winds howling has not been used in any sentence that Cerveau has said to Andra, so she probably would not figure that out.
No, but zephyr means a breeze or a wind. So I was really casting the line far on that one. So I was like, I don't think it'll work, but I don't think she'll respond to just any number. That's the word I had to look up earlier. I was like, what is zephyr? I got it mixed up with Zeppelin.
Hold on. Let's see. Because Andra is surprisingly very intelligent. Let's see. We're just going to roll an education for her. Why am I rolling that? Oh my god.
Was it a 20? Roll high.
Was.
Roll a D100.
I don't think she'd put it together.
Okay. She says it's not monitored, right?
Not monitored.
I didn't think this far ahead.
Okay. I'll come back to you.
Yeah, I've had I'll wait to think about it in game, but go for it.
And now, who wants to go first?
You're pointing to the wall on mine.
You are!
Yeah, I do. I'm like, who's that?
That guy over there.
Iris is right to my left. I think she wants to go first.
You could roll for it.
We can roll for it. Let's roll for it.
Whoever gets higher. 4.
7. Ding it.
Okay. With getting a 7, Lucas, you get a text message from an unknown number. Towards the end of the week, it says live stream here, and there's a link. And it has emojis of male and female signs, eggplants, peaches, very insinuating. But after it is signed, a period.
Okay. Is it, maybe this is a dumb question, but it's from like an actual number. It's not like that weird, like a weird spam number that's like 2 digits. It's like an actual number.
Or say yes.
I think let's look at it for a second and take it in. And respond. Mhm.
Is a link.
Right, but it was sent by someone or something, right? We will... Did this come on personal agent or work agent?
Personal.
Personal? All right, sure. We're press on the link.
Okay. You didn't want to respond?
We'll leave it for now.
Okay.
I was second guessing my response.
Okay. Go ahead and go to secrets.
Oh no. Last time I did this, I lost humanity. What's it going to happen?
As you click the link, you're watching someone walking in a very well-kept, beautiful lobby with white marble floors. You hear, "Morning, Andra. Heard you were sick. How are you today? Everything okay?" She responds, "Fine, thanks. Hope your week was better than mine. Being in the hospital with the stomach flu isn't very fun now, is it?" And she's very cheerful, and she heads to an elevator with a Persona Craft ID. She scans it, the doors open. She walks into the elevator, the door closes, and she presses floor B15. And a prompt asks for a password. It pops up on this little touchscreen panel next to the elevator buttons. And she types in a number 0820230101.
Oh shit. Okay, give me that one more time.
0820 23 0101.
Okay, gotcha.
And you can see her reflection in the elevator door. as it starts to move slowly downwards. And it looks like you're viewing from an angle of her chest pocket. Like she's got you in the chest pocket of her suit, and you see a little pin that just the little clicky part is above the fabric. She takes a deep breath, and that elevator goes down and down and down. And you can see her hand shaking slightly through the reflection of the elevators, which is mirrored all the way around. And after what feels like a while, that door will finally open. The floor and the walls down here are black, and it's dimly lit. There are large windows that look like they're looking into rooms onto your left and your right. And you can hear the tiny little click of Andra's heels as she walks down this corridor. She takes another deep breath. She'll turn towards one of the windows, and it looks like she's trying to fix her hair in one of the reflections, but you can tell she's trying to show you what is in the room. You see that this room is full of servers, similar to the ones that you tried to destroy in that underground meeting. They've all been moved here. She straightens up her suit, makes sure her pen, which is that Persona Craft pen, is straight. And she walks down the remainder of this hallway, and there, you can only hear like the whir of the servers and the whir of some kind of electricity down here as everything else is silent. And she knocks on this door. You hear a very elegant, "Come in." Andra walks into that room, and this room looks like an office. It has dark walls and floors that are illuminated with a warm light, and monitors cover the entire back of the wall. And the monitors have little pop-ups that pop up. And it looks like it is anything on the net that is referring to Persona Craft. When it gets published, it pops up. Anything public pops up. And in front of the monitors, in front of a daunting desk, a woman will swivel her chair, and she faces you. She looks to be mid-20s, mid to late 20s. Her red hair is pulled back into a very slick bun, very professional. Roll concentration for me.
I was going to say, does this look like one Autumn Lawrence? Maybe? Concentration. 19.
19. This is not Autumn Lawrence, but she looks similar. Younger.
Okay.
And standing behind her is a black mechanical-like being that has these very bright red eyes. And it looks like he's grinning. Completely mechanical, fully made of wires, but is very humanesque in shape. The woman will fold her hands together and put her elbows on the desk. Report. Yes, Miss Lawrence, mission was complete. Netrunner has been neutralized. The rest of your team? Flatlined during the process. How are you alive then? Well, I barely made it out. As you know, I was in the hospital for the past 5 days. Turned on the gas stove before deltaing out, ma'am. Any survivors? All witnesses should have perished in the explosion, ma'am, but I will happily handle any that may have survived in order to protect Persona Craft's integrity. Good girl. 'Cause there has been a survivor. There was a posting last night, and I need you to handle it. Yes, ma'am. She'll give a grin, and she says something you're familiar with. You really are a peach, aren't you? I try my best for the good of the court, ma'am. Andra, you may call me Clarice. Ma'am is my mother. And this charming lad here is S. As Clarice points to the being behind her desk. Thank you, Clarice. You are dismissed, Andra. I'll call upon you again when I need you further. Report back to the showroom once your job is complete for the remainder of the day. Andra will give a little bow and heads out the way she came in, and you watch her as she traverses for a while in silence until she makes her way to the restroom, and you hear her take a very shaky breath before her hand comes up to the pocket that you've been sitting in, and everything goes to static.
First of all, you said the name of the mechanical being behind Clarice was S or Ness?
S.
What was it?
Letter S.
S. Okay. Floor B15, is there like for the arrows of the elevator, this might be insignificant, but did it say like up or down?
That is very significant. It's going down.
Down. When choosing the floor, was B15 like, does it look like that one is the lowest option, or does it go lower yet?
It goes lower yet, but B15 is pretty far down there.
It's so close-ish to the bottom.
Yeah, but not the last floor.
Okay. I don't know if this is possible, but when Clarice was asking, like, any survivors in such, obviously Andrew was put on taking care of Iris, but did it look like Clarice, like, genuinely believed Andrew when she said there were no survivors and I'm happy to take care of any that there may be?
Roll me a human perception.
Please be good. Okay, that wasn't bad. There it is. 14.
With a 14, you can't quite get a read on her, but you get the sense that, like, this is a test.
Okay.
Because clearly the original Andra left counter intel. It's almost like they're watching to see if she will too. And how much control they actually have on her. And with that, as you watch that live stream, Lucas, the message looks like it glitches. And then everything turns into that like block of text that looks just nothing like, just like the scrambled look of it. And it says between it, message corrupted. And with that, Iris, you'll go to secrets.
Okay.
As you go to sleep a couple days after that article you've posted, roll me a perception check.
16.
Okay. With a 16, you feel something heavy push into your forehead. And it wakes you.
I open my eyes to see what's pressing down.
Someone has a gun to your head. If they had sent anyone other than me, you'd be dead. You realize that, right?
Can I see this person? Any facial features?
How dark do you keep your room?
I'd say maybe like, well, it's a studio apartment. She might have like a single lamp on, probably further away from the bed, closer to like the kitchen couch area.
Roll me a concentration check.
$14.
With a 14, you recognize this as the woman who is in the showroom. As Andra stands above you.
Oh. I think it takes her a second to put everything together. And once she recognizes this woman, was I not careful enough?
You had to post this from your own account in order to post this on your scream sheet.
An oversight? One that I have learned from, given the consequences.
You will not post another story under your name under the same scream sheet again. By all intent and purposes, you are dead. Do you understand?
Yeah. I understand.
If you cannot abide by this, we're both dead.
Okay. All right. New game plan. Because I can't stop. But I will do what I can to protect you and everyone else involved.
She'll nod, she'll lower her gun, and she'll take a bag off of her back and start pulling out like this medical supplies. Like the bags that they have whenever you draw someone's blood type situation.
Okay.
And as she's pulling this out, you cannot stay here. This apartment is a no-go. Anything that has your legal name on it until things have calmed down or things are done, you cannot have anymore. Pulling out of old bank accounts, having an apartment under this name, not having an alias, an alibi to get yourself out of this. If anybody finds out you are still living, I'm dead.
All right. Well, and I can't get caught. So, can't post under my name. Can't live here. Can't pull my money. What do we do now?
Wire your funds to a different account. Pay a friend for something. Ask for that money back. And she is currently getting herself situated to where, like, she is, looks like she's about to poke you. Let me see your arm, please.
She'll hesitate, but she'll extend her arm.
Okay. And she takes your arm, and with a critical success, she just very quickly is able to draw blood into this bag, that whole process. And then she ties you off, gets you situated. Grab what you need. And she will give you a passport. What name is on it?
Sabrina.
Sabrina, something is on it. A picture that you can't quite tell the details. It doesn't necessarily look like you, but it can pass.
Okay.
Anything on the net, anything online. Iris is no more.
Got it. I am dead.
You have 5 minutes before the cameras come back on. My netrunner is outside.
Okay. And she will shoot up or I guess get up and pack her. She has a personal computer. She'll grab, a handful of clothes, her agent, her weapons, and just a couple pictures of her and her parents. And she'll stuff it all into a duffel bag. Take one last look around and I guess just stand ready for what Andra wants her to do next.
She will give you hard eddies, which is very rare. She'll give you 1,000 hard eddies. I recommend going to the opposite side of town.
Okay.
Don't make me regret this.
Shit. I won't. This is too important.
And you actually see her moving towards the bed, and she takes that bag of blood she just had, and she takes a gun with a silencer on it, puts it on your pillow, shoots it.
I think Iris would watch that. And I think in that moment, it kind of hits her just how serious this is. And I think she gets that pang of adrenaline, of doubt, that she may have messed up, but she's holding steadfast to her beliefs. And if it looks like Andra has anything else to say, then she will wait, but if it's a long pause and Andra's just doing her thing, then she will turn and leave.
And Andrea is just doing her thing, and you see this woman's built for counter intel.
Okay. So right before she closes the door, she says, "Thank you." And then she leaves.
Where do you go?
I'm gonna pull up the map real quick. So I think I imagined her in Watson, so we might. I mean, we got friends in Pacifica, but maybe we shouldn't be close. So maybe we go to Rancho Coronado, if that's possible.
Yeah, you can go to Rancho
That
Coronado.
area? Okay. Yeah, so we'll head down there.
Okay. And with that, let's go ahead and go back to General. And with that, it is now October 2nd. It's almost been a week. It's technically been 6 days. Two of you will get a text message. Cerveau and Lucas. Because they have not met Iris yet. Hey, Chooms. We'll be playing at Night City's Fall Fest October 7th. We got VIP badges with your name on them. If you'd like to attend, anyway. Let us know if you'd like to attend and if you'd like to bring anyone else with you. We will need another name, though. Your badges will be at will call. And then once this is over, we can dive deep.
Is it signed?
Score.
I'll reply. And just say, sounds good. I'm in. Or I'll be there.
Nova, I'll be there too. There's a new person working with us. Name is Iris. I have one for her too.
Nova will take care of it.
You said that was on the 7th?
Second.
2nd. Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah.
So the day after this weekend's.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this is on Monday. And with that, do you all wish to discuss anything together, to get together?
I'm gonna. Or no. See, Lucas thought of it. I was gonna message Iris and then say, "Hey, this is Battle of the Bands," but Lucas was smart. Was just like, put her on the list. I will message all three of us though, like our own group, and just say, Score and them have got to have another lead for us. I'm not going to push it, but I hope that's what they mean by dive deep. They got to have something.
Most likely. It's been a minute since they gave us anything, so I'm sure this is something significant. And Lucas will also give tell Iris the Battle of the Bands October 2nd, like we have a pass for you if you want it, so on, just kind of giving the whole rundown. These are the people we work with that we weren't sure if they'd be accepting of you or not, and I guess we'll find out with a little smiley face at the end. If you want.
I don't think she would reply.
To any of the messages?
To any of the messages.
So is this effectively tomorrow then, in game?
This is, I kind of just assume you all were doing this throughout the week.
Okay.
But this is Monday.
I'm just trying to figure out like how much time between Iris going radio silent and the event. If it's like a concerning amount, or if it's like a, I'm not glued to my phone amount.
Yeah, I was actually going to wonder the same.
Okay. We're going to say, Lucas, what you saw was on Thursday. Iris, what you saw was on Friday. So you probably would have gotten the message from... We'll say you got the message from Score on Sunday. Now it's Monday. You still have not heard from Iris.
The event's tonight.
The event is next Saturday.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Wait, so Lucas' things happened on Thursday. My thing happened Friday. The text from Score was sent Sunday?
Would have been since Sunday. The event that he is inviting you all to is technically on Saturday the 7th.
Okay. Okay. Okay, and now it's Monday.
Yes. It is now October 2nd.
Got it.
I've been looking at a lot of calendars in 2045 to get my days right.
But then when we get there in 20 years, you'll know the calendar like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just preparing.
On this day, I killed.
A lot of people!
That's the day Molly died.
Molly died on September 25th.
Oh.
I hate that day. You know what? I'll tell you after the game.
Do you all wish to get together and chat over things? Iris, do you ever respond?
So she would have seen the messages.
Mm-hmm.
She would not have responded. She would head to where she would head down to Rancho Coronado, but last minute she would go somewhere else.
Okay. And where would that be?
She's going to go to Pacifica, to where Cerveau's house is.
Okay. You make it to Cerveau's house.
She just knock.
I don't know if I have a way of seeing out my door or not. How paranoid am I?
This is your house.
I don't have a way of seeing out my door, so I'll just yell out. Yeah, what do you want?
I need to see Cerveau.
I'd recognize the voice. So I would just crack it just slightly and peek out to make sure the voice matches the person. And I'm assuming yes. So I'd be like, okay, come on in.
She steps inside and immediately transfers 1,618 eddies to you. And then she holds out her phone to her agent. I need to destroy this. Do you have some way to make sure it's not traced back to me at all?
Just the device itself? Anything particular on it?
Not really. Just... I need to erase myself.
Like from prying eyes, right?
From everything. For all intents and purposes, am dead.
Okay. Corp?
Yes.
I get it. Okay. What's the money for? I don't charge for that. Not you, at least.
Well, I need to get my money somehow. So, once I set up a different account, then you can send me back whatever you feel is fair after helping me. But I have to lay really low. Yeah.
Okay. If you want to go dead for a bit, not that I've done this before, but I've looked into it. Probably going to want to go like hard eddies only for a while. So we can get you set up with that. And then we got to take this thing somewhere else before we destroy it.
Okay.
Because it's possible they'll know where it last pinged. And I prefer it not be my living room. And yes, it is a living room, even though this is all one room. This part is the living room.
She sighs and it's kind of under her breath is like, I knew I should have dropped it somewhere first. I didn't mean to endanger you. But I know that you're good with this tech stuff, so.
I know you didn't endanger anything. I'm just saying we're going to still be working together. They're trying to get to you.
Yeah.
I want to throw them off the trail. Believe me, they already know who I am. And they know where I live.
Okay.
And they know a lot about me. So, I'll probably have to drive out in the weeds a little bit.
Cool. And, should probably get a new one, too. So that way we can stay in contact.
Yeah, they're dirt cheap unless you want like a nice model. I got a couple. Not for sale, but the point is they're cheap.
Cheap is good. That's good.
Yeah, what? Do you know what got them on your tail?
Well, I would imagine, I don't know if you saw, there was an article posted about what happened in Pacifica that pretty much exposed the true story versus what the major media outlets were putting out. And that was all traced back to me. And I found out when I woke up to Andra holding a gun to my forehead, saying that I was lucky that it was her and not anyone else. I am alive by the skin of my teeth.
Was she alone?
She said she had a netrunner. That was it. There was no one else in the apartment.
The anonymous story. Was it you?
She just kind of sighs and gives you that look.
Okay, well. I guess we'll start destroying the evidence. You got somewhere to go in the meantime?
There's a couple cheap places in Rancho Coronado, I think. It's kind of where I was thinking about setting up shop for a bit until, if this ever blows over.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of out there. And not that I can speak much, being where I am, but not a bad idea.
Yeah. Well. Okay, do we want to destroy this now, or do you need, I didn't mean to, intrude. Are you doing something?
No. Did you get the messages about the thing next week?
Yeah, I saw them. I didn't reply given my situation. I didn't think it would be smart. But I did see them, and I'm in. Except we need to get that name changed to Sabrina Miller.
Sabrina Miller.
Yes, Iris is dead.
Okay. It's cool. I got like 3 names. And Sabrina is open. It's not taken. So that'll work.
Thank you.
Score and them are tied to Persona Craft. Not in bed or anything, but there's a connection there. And they're no bigger fans of them than we are, so I think it might be more than a battle of the bands. Might get a lead out of it.
Huh. Why does a band have a connection to Persona Craft?
It goes deep. I'll say that.
I'm learning a lot of things are going pretty deep. Okay, yeah.
Well, cool. Let's go blast this trinket of yours. And,
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
It'll be simple.
Yep. One step at a time.
So I'll head out to the old beater, which I think I'm still on loan from the clan.
And you're able to get in the old beater and go out and destroy this trinket of a phone.
Yep. And take it out into the desert, out in the sticks. Give it a little bit of time. A few minutes. I'm going to... I'm going to message a random Buck-a-Slice location on the phone. And just say, hey, y'all got pizza there? Question mark. And then I'm going to put the phone down and I'm going to stomp on it and fire a few rounds with a very heavy pistol into it.
Okay. As that is the last message that goes through on Iris's phone. And while that is happening, Lucas, is there anything you wish to do?
I don't believe so.
Cerveau and Iris, is there anything else you both wish to do?
Nothing major, just get a new agent. Nothing fancy. Message the group chat. Or make a group chat, I guess, with the new number. Say, message me here. Shit. Wait. I think, no, okay, we're not going to send the message yet. She's going to get a new agent, but I think if there's nothing else, she would probably eventually end up just going to get a spot in Rancho Coronado.
Are you getting the same kind of apartment?
She'd probably go cheaper without sacrificing too much. So I don't remember.
Also, if you can say along the way, I would have gotten the money back to Sabrina in hard currency.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Cube Hotel per month is 500 eddies. Cargo container is bigger for 1,000. And the studio apartment you were in was 1,500.
Okay, so 500 for the month for the Cube Hotel?
Mm-hmm.
I think just because she needs to be smart with her money, she's probably just going to do the Cube Hotel for this month.
Cube Hotel for the month, you got it. So go ahead and take 500 eddies out. And whatever lifestyle food pack you want. So kibble is 100, generic pre-pack is 300.
Okay.
And then everybody else take out your rent as well. Your rent and your food, which I believe is 1,100 for you both. Unless you upgrade your kibble to a pre-pack.
I'm good.
With rent paid in full, you don't have to worry about living on the streets this month. As you all are set, you all have learned quite a lot of information to take you forward. Some of you have even, by all intent and purposes, died. And with that, that's where we'll pick up next session, where you all can attend the Fall Fest of Night City. Thank you so much for watching Session 25 of Homomachina. Session 26 will be out on October 10th. Please make sure to check out our players' social media accounts as well. You can find those links in the description below. And lastly, if this is the kind of content you enjoy, please press that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell. That way you can notify when the next session comes out. We'll see you later, Chooms.